2 years ago, this was virgin territory for our industry to a large degree in social media, and we're starting to see some of the traditional applications. But as a ground-up developer who really deals with a lot of entitlement work, and we work within suburban regions, there's a tremendous need to engage the public in a meaningful, positive conversation. Otherwise, we don't get projects approved. No matter how good they are on the merits, what tax benefits, economic generation, social benefits, if the community doesn't understand the process that gets you to the right development plan, you're going nowhere. We formed what's called crowdsourced placemaking. I won't get into the details of what the words actually mean, but it's essentially a grassroots social media campaign. We'll take that step by step, grassroots. That means you have a community, you're rallying around a cause. In this case, the cause is responsible, triple bottom line development, socially, economically, environmentally responsible. Very hard to argue with those ideals. And if you're going to have a grassroots community, you have to have in-person meetings. The internet is the driver and a fantastic tool, but that's just what social media is. It is a tool. At root, we are all human, we're social beings. So it's about getting together once or twice a month, having face-to-face interaction with people you agree with people you don't. Find your common ground, build consensus. But the real driver here is the internet. By utilizing digital media, we're able to energize what we call the silent majority. The people who are working till 7 or 8 o'clock at night, these aren't the folks that show up at City Hall or Village Hall and complain once or twice a month. These are the people that they do their jobs, they elect their elected officials and want them to do their jobs. Using the internet, these folks can spend 5 minutes at lunch on a Tuesday, 10 minutes on a Thursday night after they tuck their kids in. What we do with social media, with this crowdsourced placemaking, is they have two aspects of this online website. One is very similar to Facebook. They're able to engage on forums, on blogs, talk about what do they want to see downtown, what are their concerns, what are their fears, what types of uses do they want to see. But the real key is an online voting application. The same people who initially didn't want anything more than 2 stories were now embracing a 7 to 10 story boutique hotel because it provided the community with their amenity. It was tremendous. It went viral. And one lesson that we learned here is about the formation of this grassroots community. They came to us, 10 volunteers. They said, we're so excited that Renaissance has included this public piazza, our amenity, the community's idea in their plan. We want to throw a festival. So they wanted to have a pop-up piazza for a day. We were very supportive of them, hoping for 3, 4, maybe 500 people to show up. You know, they had their licenses and permits and a little performing arts stage. They're able to have a little beer, a little wine, and have a good little fun time. Well, something amazing happened. 15,000 to 20,000 people showed up for the largest single-day event in the city's history. It absolutely went viral. It went viral using our social media platform, which is proprietary. It then went to Facebook, to Twitter, to traditional media. Some of the leading newscasters in the entire Connecticut region volunteered their time to MC the event because they understood this was a community-driven process that was going to provide tremendous economic benefits, but also reinvent a downtown. It was something really special to be a part of. We're developers. At the end of the day, we want to build, we want to help improve environments, but we need approvals to do so. What this groundswell of support helped us get was dozens of people wearing orange Bristol Rising t-shirts for our approval meeting and the public hearing. We had a 7-0 bipartisan vote actually just 2 weeks ago approving a plan for 3,000 plus units, hundreds of thousands of square feet of commercial and retail. We're going to reinvent this with the help of the community. It is a public-private community partnership, and it's been tremendously successful for us. I think the biggest lesson that other developers can learn is A, don't be afraid of something that we haven't done before. It's a new world. There's a growth of an urban market. There are opportunities in suburban regions. That's where we happen to play. There are opportunities in traditional markets as well. You have to engage the community. You cannot be afraid of it. You know, a good parallel is using a press release or a press opportunity. Let's say something comes up and you get a call from a reporter. You're not sure, should you comment, should you not? You don't have to comment, but someone will. Someone's going to put their side of the story out there. Or are you going to have your voice heard? Are you going to have the voice of those who support your cause heard? So what we understand is embrace that. It's going to be a little fearful. You have to give up a little bit of control. But you're giving up a little bit of control while still managing the process as opposed to controlling something that's doomed from the start. So I would say be authentic. If you have a good project that's going to provide good benefits, embrace that. Work with the community. Put process over the plan and utilize these new technologies. They are a tool. You need fertile soil, but you also need to know how to utilize that tool. If that means going out and finding a social media expert or bringing it in-house or hiring a younger generation, it's going to be different depending on your specific real estate focus, but don't be afraid of it. Because if you're afraid of it, all you're going to do is hurt yourself in the end. Embrace it. Take some of those lumps as you learn along the way, but you learn something. We've learned something. People understand you're human, and you might make a couple missteps. If you correct those missteps, they trust you even more, because they say, you know what, these are legitimate folks trying to do a good job, and they're working through this. So don't try to hide what's really a good, progressive type of project. Bring it out there, embrace the community, and together as a partnership, you will get these things done.